Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Settlement Rising once more. The year 2 is coming to an end with our tiny village that we have right now. And yeah, well, we continue onwards happily, cozily with our expansion. Right now, my open storage over here is filling up nicely. So we have now a bunch of resources in. Not that much wood, unfortunately. We can see that we produced 140 wood in the last year and consumed 113. Sounds about right with all the construction that we had. I would still like to pump it up a bit further. So we have 6 laborers available. This makes it possible for me to actually have a 4th forester now that works for us over here in these forests here, right? The other thing is that we do have our workshop here working. That is the problem though, that we have fiber but not enough clothes. That's also a problem here, so we need to assign a second person to this now as well, and then even that might probably not be enough for all of this. Let's also check out the shoes where we had a problem. We're still out of shoes despite having now 2 shoemakers working, and they always have animal hides in stock. As we can see though, there's 10 shoes waiting in the inventory right now. So there might still be the need to transfer them over then. We can actually check it out here, so we can manage the resources. And I just want to check if shoes are actually allowed. They are allowed, right? So in this case, they should be transported over then when the time is right. Now, we are getting another message here right now. Tool shortage. Without tools, the villages are 30% less effective with what they're doing. So we need to build a blacksmith ASAP, really. And the blacksmith, however, needs a whole bunch of other things before he can start work. He needs iron and wood. Now, iron is something we produce in the smeltery. However, it requires iron ores and coal. That's 2 more resources that we actually need. So one thing is that we have the iron down here. That's an iron vein with 740 iron in stock. I hope we are getting an infinite mine out of that at some point. Now, for that, let's start with the production of this with a miner hut, right? The miner hut doesn't necessarily need to be right next to it, right? So you can also have it perhaps a bit further over here, and he can just transport it over then with a work area. But we don't have any other iron deposits close by, so I might as well just build it here. Where we have the vein, and yeah, after the vein is out, we are just demolishing that building then here again. Another construction, let's actually get priority up for this. And the other building we're going to need for this to work as well is the charcoal kiln, right? So this processes wood into charcoal. Now this also brings me to another problem. We're having then 2 buildings, the charcoal kiln and the blacksmith, and on top of that the fire cutter to consume wood. So we most likely will need also another forester. We'll just check it out how it then happens. Let's have the charcoal kiln. As we can see, it's causing pollution. It has this yellow area around it. And we can see that this would drastically reduce the land value of these buildings over here, right, where people live. So we need to keep it as far away as possible. And you know what? Let's just have it also here by the mountain. In that case, though, there's the wood, right? So let's actually have it somewhere over here, where we have our production buildings. I think it would make sense here because it's not that far away then from my storage where we have the wood stored. That's one thing. Now, I'm also having still this problem here with the wolf then. I could have another forester working this area. However, of course, we get these constant wolf attacks. So we need to eliminate all the predators before we can actually tackle this area. There would be another forest here, but that's not going to be a forest we want to work on because this is the city we want to expand to. So yeah, I will need to get rid of them at some point, right? So we have one area now working here. I could still work this area though. Yeah, that's entirely possible. So let's also go ahead and build me another forester hut. Some over here, just behind that hut there. We could also have it beside the cemetery, but that would be disrespectful. So let's have it here. In fact, just build us that road over there and then have the next forester working in this area as well. Alright, all of these constructions will take some time. It's December, 14 months of food, that's a very good thing. We have lots of firewood, so we should be very well prepared for the winter. And also the happiness is at 84%. And what I can see is that we have 32 people and another baby was born. So people are not that unhappy right now with our government. There they are right now, Edgar. A newborn. Let's also go ahead and build me, yeah, I think one more house over here that we can make do. And yeah, let's get rid of the herb there. It's no problem. Let's build a second one here too. Finish this block. And also let's check out how many builders we have. Only 2 again, so let's actually ramp it up to 4 again, just while we have these constructions going. All of this will lead to a blacksmith and then to the tools production and the smeltery, right? So these are also very expensive. 50 stone this would require alone. Yeah, I think we're using all the stone that we have right now in our area, so that's okay. There's a bit more stone up here. And it's winter, so the wolves should be coming out again. Yep, we're already under attack again. Some damaged villages there. But we have the healer hut, so you should be healing those guys. Come the winter and the cold, as we can see, we also get more illnesses. So we have 5 sick villages right now. They're not working as far as I know. And rather, there is one, Surdic. They're going to rest. And yeah, probably hopefully going then to the healer hut as well. That needs actually some medicine that we don't have over here. And we do have the medicinal roots, but we don't have herbs right now in. There would be... Oh yeah, okay, there's no herbs growing right now in winter. We don't have any herbs stored, however. That's also not great. There's the wolves attacks again. There are the wolves attacks. So let's actually send more villagers over. I mean, it's 2 of them at the same time. It's not ideal. You are also going to help out, please. Anyone close by? You. Please also help out. We want to destroy them. We want to kill them. It's a lot of them. Oh, and then we lost the first villager to the wolves. And another one. Okay, both wolves are dead. There should still be more though. Let's attack the wolf den itself. With 3 villagers. If there's one coming out. There is one coming out. We should be able to take care of him. I cannot select multiple of them, right? I can, very good. Wolf is down and let's take care of this wolf then. And gone it is. Very good. We have cleared the threat up here. So with that we can shift now my forester a bit further up here and the other one to this forest now, right? So that we spread it out there a bit. Very good. Okay, in the meantime, the miner hut has been finished. No one works in that though yet, because we don't have any laborers left. I'm actually going to reduce the amount there. Some immigration wouldn't be a bad thing right now. And finally, someone else got of age, I think, Oswald. Yep. And he's now going to get us the iron. Okay, the blacksmith also, or the charcoal here, is also now under construction. There you go. Once again, we need workforce, of course, and then we can make coal out of that. We could also start with the next building then right away, which is the smeltery, right? And yeah, this is going to be heavy pollution stuff. So really, we should probably have our own area then for this here. So we can kind of like finish this block here that we have that goes towards the cemetery. And then we have, for example, now the smelter here then. Let's just see. It wouldn't affect anyone here, no here. But I guess I'm still going to place it like this, right? And then we have the blacksmith. Yeah, blacksmith could be here. And then the smelter here. Both of these houses there. And they're far enough away, right? So this one has a battleland value here, but we're still perfectly fine here. And we're probably going to see something else then in this area. Actually, let's move it up here. We have already the charcoal kiln in this area, so let's have the smeltery and the blacksmith close by, right? They're together here, polluting everything here. And this is also plenty of distance here to another housing block that we might want to place here. We'll just see. Whatever we need. But I think this is the better option overall. Alright, 35 people. A lot have come again. Joined, were born. It's not like anyone joined so far in this year. Year 3 days. We can also see that I think that's the experience points that he's gaining there, right? Basic skill, and he's improving his skill now as a miner. Unfortunately, with our tools, we are really down on efficiency at the moment. The next building is coming along. I just love how detailed the game is when you zoom in closely. There's also a lot of quality of life features. So if we hover over one of these production buildings, we can also see what's happening there right now. So I don't need to click on that or something. I can also see what's missing, like here the herbs, for example, right? That is something. Yeah, the forester hut is also waiting for fertilizers, and the woodcutter is actually not working at all right now since we have enough firewood. Okay, that's a huge building. And that's the smeltery now, right? So this is waiting for iron ore and coal for its production. So we need actually the charcoal first, and there it is. Another one that just grew up, right? Age 16, starting her career as a charcoal producer now. With no, efficiency here at the moment. So this is something she needs to learn. If we had a school, we probably would start with some basic efficiency already. The school is still at, minimum population of 50, and right now we're at 36. So we're growing nicely. We have a housing count of 44, so we still have some resource left here. And these buildings look fantastic. The bigger ones especially. Very nice. So now this one here is my priority number 1. So we have them basically everything set up for the tools. Also, we have lots of shoes in at this point, and clothes and hide coats are also in. Very nice. People have some clothes. This leads to an overall happiness of 83%, with the biggest problem right now being food variety. But I can't do anything about that, as far as I know. We will need more laborers, so let's actually tone it down here. Weaver. Let's actually reduce the shoemaker again. We need the laborers there to transport resources. At this point, we're also running really low on stone. Let's just go in and harvest me some additional stone. Over there. Here is something more. There's also herbs down here. But we have medicine in again. Very good. So we can treat someone. Finally, everything is in and we're building that blacksmith. By the way, they're also getting efficiency in building, right? So those are builders by profession. We're still also waiting on that forester hut, but we can also see here a construction queue, blacksmith. After this, it's the forester hut, and then it's the house that we have over here. Four immigrants, very nice. Join me, please. We have enough food, we have enough firewood, we have enough housing. This pushes that right to 41 on the population. And with that, we have 5 laborers. I can actually redistribute them now a bit, and also another shoemaker again, so that we have the 2. And we're going to need, of course, one as a blacksmith then as well. Also, the iron production is up and running. Oh, there's something new. Waste cannot be collected at homes, is accumulating. You should increase the number of waste collectors or build a compost yard. There you go. A new problem. Did not expect that. We need to collect waste from the buildings. Okay. Now, the thing is with the compost yard, it needs to be close to the buildings, of course, right? So these are producing the waste. I think the industry buildings are not producing waste per se, right? So there's no waste here. It's basically those guys here, so the houses. So we need to have it close to the house, not too close though, because it reduces land value, of course, quite a bit. And it produces fertilizers that we're going to need for farming and animal husbandry. So it makes sense to me here, because this is a nice farmable area that we have. So let's just see. This is then too close here, right? So we definitely should have it somewhere over here. And probably also not by the main road or something. So I might actually just tickle it all the way down here somewhere. Just see. Probably here then. Not too far away, please. I don't want to have too big of a delivery time, right? And then we have the main road here that goes then into this compost yard over there. Alright, blacksmith, come on. Taking quite some time here. 3 builders we have. It's priority 1. You should really finish this. There you go. Are you for real? You're leaving me at 100%? He's going away? 100%? What is this? Some kind of trolling. He literally thought to themselves, there's just a plug missing. Nah, it's Christmas dinner time. I'm going for this. Okay, it's new season. Now they're finishing it. Perfect. March it is. And we're getting the first blacksmith in, producing now tools out of iron ore, coal, and wood. So that's quite a big input here that we have for the tools. And we'll just see if one is enough, right? Okay, we've grown again a bit and we are having a housing shortage. We're already building a house there. And I definitely want to have another house here then. And here. So this is really basically by the park, right? Oh, blocking the entrance to another building. Did I place one of them wrong way? Yeah. Okay, now it's working. There it is. The compost yard has been finished, so we can produce fertilizers now. And that actually would be a nice idea now to build the newly unlocked crop fields for that food variety thingy that we have going. So, I have no idea how far we expand this then. We also have the livestock farm, the windmill, the bakery. So we probably want to have the farms a bit further over here. So we have then also some processing, some food processing on the way as well, right? By the fertilizer, we're probably going to have then the animal farms. And a bit further out here, perhaps, we're starting then with some farming. And for all of this, we only have one laborer left. I can't assign more builders for now. We should really finish one of those houses here. The first tools are coming in. Very good. Being consumed immediately, of course, but that's okay. So by now, the first people are getting the tools again. This also leads then to more efficiency again. Biggest question for me right now is, what are the builders doing? Because they're idle, right? They're not doing anything. We need more laborers, perhaps, that take care of the... Is she a laborer? Okay, she's a laborer. She clears the resources in the area. So the builders are not doing this. Interesting. So let's actually assign all of them to laborers. It's a bit strange, honestly. Builders should also clear the area. And there's my waste collector doing her job, her magic, producing fertilizers with water. We, by the way, will also need a water well here, for sure. So let's build this one. Because there's going to be lots of water consumption in here, obviously, with the animal farms, the fields, and the compost yard. The builder should now be building this one here, getting the resources over. We're still looking fine on the wood right now. Stone, though, is also a problem, but that's the laborers again. We just need more people overall. We have enough shoes, so let's actually make one of my shoemakers here a laborer again. And yeah, the rest is fine. Do we need... look at that, they're getting some very good efficiency here now. Finally, a new house is being built. And another one is in queue. And then the water well. Seems about right. For this year, there is not going to be any farming anymore. So, that's okay. There should also be children growing up, by the way, right? We have 9 children and 9 babies. There's a new house. Okay, got a few more houses now over here. Orm has grown up. And in this case here, what I can see though is that we are lacking workforce now, right? So I have a housing capacity of 52, population is 47, lots of new babies. No one has grown up though to adulthood at the moment, so we just need to wait it out here, also for some more immigration. Firewood was actually really low, so we had 2 people now here for the firewood production. I think we can now tone it down again to 1, to Surdik. And I realized we shouldn't switch them around so often, right? Because this just reduces their efficiency overall, because they're getting assigned to jobs they're not experienced with then. Which just, yeah, reduces overall efficiency, basically. Okay, construction-wise, I'm not having any builder right now. We're still getting those materials now to the construction site that we have up and running. Lots of wood though, so we should be fine really with the consumption rate. And also we have a steady supply of tools again. 5 immigrants. I like to see this, because with that we reached 50 population now. And we get a new card, 100 swords. Alright, I'm actually going to take it now. Yeah, sure. Right, so we're getting 100 swords into the stock. Very nice. Because of course there's also going to be attacks at some point. Now with that, with so many people, we can assign now 2 builders again. Super happy. Because with that we should be then also now finally be able to start with the farming. And there it is also, my school. Yeah, we can actually build this one. Raises land value again. Let's have a school. We could have it next to the healer hut, honestly. And that would be probably... I wouldn't really fit in, right? Could have it behind the healer hut. Or we have it on the other side of it. Here somewhere. If I'd say that we want to have a park in between here too, then I would probably have to have it here, the school. Keep some space around these buildings. And here we could have some greenery then as well. What? Again at the limits. That was quick. Yeah, we need more houses then again after that school. Let's raise the priority for the house though. Food is actually down to 7 months, so we might also need to look out for some additional food production then. Let's have another house here and here. There's going to be great land value in this region there. What else have we unlocked? We have unlocked the trading docks. With that we can get traders. So we can start a harbor area down here then. That would be interesting. Livestock. The livestock farm needs... Oh, we need to purchase livestock first, and that's the trading docks. Perfect. Already know where this is going to. And that's about it for now. Could get more parks than out here. Lots of fertilizers now that we have then. In that case, the forest is like this a lot. The next forest that has been finished, let's actually get this over here. So we have 2 foresters now working. We never should run out of wood. The miner here could also go for the stone, right? Yes. So he could actually do both of that. Let's still stick around with iron. Or, you know what? Wait a second. Yep, we can do this. Let's assign them to both of this, right? And get a second miner in here. Sibyl. Oh, look at that. There is now Oswald and Sibyl, almost at the same age. They were going to be... I can already feel the chemistry. And there's the crop fields now coming. Do we have a builder? 2 builders. Someone burned themselves during work. Be more careful here, Filipina. Filipa, she's called. And also what I like is that if we hover over the input resources, we can see how much we have in stock, right? So I can see immediately that we don't have enough charcoal here to keep a steady production up and running. So I might need to assign another person here to the charcoal kiln, which we could afford. But we already have a nice surplus production, so it's fine for now. There's the field coming along. There are my crop fields now. And we have also then here now Reginald working on that. And he needs water, fertilizers, both of that is close by. The well has been finished. And we can now also choose what kind of stuff we want to actually grow here. Interestingly enough, we could also grow the medical herbs and the fiber plant. So stuff that my gatherers are actually getting. But I guess at some point consumption will be so high on this that we cannot endlessly get it done. Now we have the greens. This is something we're actually also getting from... Now we're getting the berries actually. We could get one of them on the greens, honestly. There's a crop cycle though, so we can change it then to also grain, right? And we want to do the same thing here. We're starting with grain and then greens. So I think that should be enough. And then we have the processing stuff for it then, where we can then have the windmill and the bakery actually. I don't know if we need to... make flour and feed livestock. I think we have no way of processing grains right now. So I might need to switch this from something else again. So in this case here, herbs, fiber plant, medical roots. Actually, you know what? Let's just delete it again. Let's just go with greens on both of them for now. Because I don't know what else we should do here. We have enough medicine, right? It could be better. change this one to herbs, because herbs is the one that is actually lacking the most. Usually. Yeah. Medical roots we have a lot. It's just the herbs. Fertilizers we have, water we have, so these fields will be fine. And the school has all the resources. Just waiting now on some builders. I'm also going to assign, unfortunately, because we're getting rather low on food, I will need to assign a few more people to food production. So here we don't need to have another one for the wood cutting. Forester hut. There's a gatherer. This looks better. Right, let's get a second gatherer in here. And then we have a hunter here. Also get a second hunter. And one more we have for probably a third one on the fish, right? Yeah, let's get a third fisher. I really don't want to risk running low on food, and we are already running low on food. The school is coming along. This will be a big help. We have 16 children waiting for it. And this should then boost our repetition, our efficiency quite a bit. Oh, come on. Always leaving at the last stages. And also the farming has officially started. Of course, this is going to take quite some time here before we can harvest anything. There it is. The school has been built. Roland takes it upon himself to become a teacher. He's age 16. He just grew up himself. But okay. He's going now to teach all these 14 kids coming in. That's interesting. They have a different IQ level, right? Some of them are really smart. Others are not that smart. And I guess based on their IQ level, they're getting a good education or not, right? So based on that, they're getting then the jobs afterwards, I think. That's interesting though. So this is finally a place for the kids to come in. Might need some decoration around that at some point too. Other than that, the city comes along. Food-wise, we're not coming along right now. So let's hope that we tackle this in the next episode of Settlement Rising. Stay tuned.